Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I wanted to kind of get some of the books off of my summer TBR that have been on there for a little while, just to kind of start fresh for the fall time and really get into the cozy fall spirit. So we're just going to be reading some summer books in this video, last summer reading vlog of the year. And yeah, there we have a range of books that I read in this video. I read a 2-star read, I read a 4-star read, and I read a 5-star read, which has not happened for me in months. So stick around to see what those books are, and I hope y'all enjoy this video. Sorry about this lighting, guys. For my first book of this video, I'm gonna be reading What Happens After Midnight by K.L. Walther. To be honest with y'all, I'm almost done with this book. I have, I think, 100 pages left. 90 pages left of this book. I don't know if I'm gonna finish it tonight. I mean, it is like, yeah, I think I'll be able to finish this tonight, honestly. I actually really have been enjoying this book. There's a cockroach on my ceiling. Whoa. Anyway. Yeah, I've been really enjoying this book. I think I just really like YA romances, especially since the font like really matters to me. I get really psyched out, I think, when it's smaller font, like more words on one page, because it takes me longer and I kind of get like discouraged in a way. So I've been just feeling like I'm flying through it and I'm loving it. Like, I've already read 100 pages today and I was like halfway through, and I think hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll be able to finish it tonight. So I feel like I've been doing pretty well with it. This book, it follows Lily, and she goes to this boarding school. Her mom's actually like a teacher or administrator for the boarding school, and so she attends that boarding school. She gets like invited to be a part of the school's senior prank, and she's invited by the jester. And so then she finds out that the jester is her ex-boyfriend Tag, and so then they have to go through the night doing this prank together. I like it. I do see what people mean about there being a lot of descriptions of the different like places on campus, but I don't think those really matter very much. Like, I haven't been able to keep up with like where they are or anything, but I don't think it really matters. Like, it hasn't really affected the story that much. So yeah, I've been really enjoying it, but I'm gonna continue reading this and try to get this off of my summer TBR, and then we'll pick another summery read. Hi guys, so it is the next night actually, because clearly I love to film at nighttime. I don't know what that's about. I wanted to update y'all on my progress because I feel like I'm doing pretty good. Like, I'm feeling good about these books. So last night I finished What Happens After Midnight. Let me get it. Also, let me say, I took my contacts out and immediately regretted it because I forgot that I was filming this, and so now y'all are really gonna see a different side of me. A scarier side. I finished this last night and I really enjoyed it. I read her other book like a year ago, The Summer of Broken Rules. I rated that one a 5 stars. I loved it. I loved like the atmosphere. I just loved the story, and it was one that like I still think about often. This one, on the other hand, I really enjoyed it again. I love her writing. I feel like it was so quick and easy. I think I just really like YA books for that reason, that I can just like fly through it. I love the big font and everything, and look how pretty these little chapters are and parts in the book. I really enjoyed it. I rated it a 4 out of 5 stars. I don't really know what I didn't like about it. Not really much. I just know that it wasn't anything special. It wasn't like I didn't really feel any connection or anything towards these characters that made me feel something. I just had a good time reading it and I really enjoyed it. I am excited about her new release. She has like 2 new books coming out, I feel like, soon. I know one's coming out like in the fall time, so I'm definitely going to be reading these, and I just love how cute she makes her covers. Like, I don't know who does her artwork. So this is one of the books that I technically put on my summer TBR, and so a book that I actually did not put on my summer TBR, but I've been meaning to get to it this summer, was The Godparent Trap by Rachel Van Dyken. I have had this book for so long now. I remember Destiny me Sidwell talking about it like a year or two ago at this point and saying she really enjoyed it and that it was similar to the movie. Oh my gosh, what is the movie called? That's gonna kill me. It was one of my favorite movies, so when she said it was like that, I was like, bye. Life as we know it. So I started this today, I think. I'm gonna read some more before bed, but I'm on page 27, chapter 5, and it is dual point of view, and it is like scarily similar to Life as We Know It. I don't know if I love that because it feels like she's copying it a little bit. I don't know. It feels like a copycat, but since I love that story, I also feel like I'll probably love this one if I push aside the fact that it is so similar. Like in the beginning, they were talking about how they had gone on a date before and it didn't work out, and that's exactly what happened in the movie. There's some different things in it, but I don't know. I just feel like it is like it's probably going to be very similar. This book, if you don't know what Life as We Know It is about, but from what I've gathered so far, it's about these two people. It's his sister and her best friend, and they're all like really close best friends, but they don't like each other. Those two are married and they go away for their like anniversary trip and end up getting into a car accident, and these two are the godparents of their two children, and so then they have to kind of work together to raise these kids together and figure out how to be parents while also dealing with the loss of their favorite people. I am enjoying it so far. I hate like loss in books, makes me sad, but it's pretty good so far. I don't think her writing is like anything show-stopping so far. Like I'm not really like laughing aloud or like, I'm just enjoying it. It's fine, but who knows? It might get better, but I am feeling like I'm getting through it pretty fast, so that's positive. I'm just gonna keep reading this. I'm probably gonna go to bed soon. I was looking on my laptop because I got home from the gym, I ate some food, went and took my bath and read some more, and then I was going to try to get some work done, which really means I was gonna buy my books and call it a night because this is the first week of classes and so I haven't bought my books yet. But the website that I buy my books on was just not working, so I guess I don't have to do that tonight. Don't even have to worry about spending money tonight, so that's positive, I guess. Which just means that I'm gonna have to do more work later, but in my mind I don't think like that. It doesn't work like that for me, and I live in the moment apparently. With all that being said, I'm going to read this book and try to get a little farther in it. It's short chapters, so I feel like I could read a few more chapters before bed. Let's read. I think I'm gonna go to sleep. It's 10 o'clock. And I'm exhausted. I literally have no words. I've read 50 pages today, feeling pretty good about it. They definitely have like a enemies situation happening, and it's funny how like their roles are kind of reversed to where in the movie, I love how I'm like comparing it to the movie, like it's a exact replica, but it's like in the movie I felt like the male main character was more of like didn't have his stuff together, but in this one it seems like the lady, the girl, what's her name? I don't know their names yet. It's Rip and Colby. Seems like Colby's kind of all over the place, doesn't have her stuff together. So that's a little different. Sometimes Rip is just like, I know it's like the enemies. Sometimes he's just like mean though. I'm like, why are you saying this stuff? And then he'll literally like 2 seconds later be like, oh, I kind of like her type of stuff. It's like, this is not meant in any sense. It doesn't seem real. But I do like that there's like, I don't know if this is a lot, if that's gonna happen a lot, but we just got this chapter. Had like a bunch of text and I was loving it. So easy peasy to read. I really do want to read more, like I really like it, but I know I should get to bed because if I don't, it's just gonna get later and later. I'm trying to get to bed early tonight because normally I get to bed at like 12 o'clock and I have to wake up at 5, so I never get any sleep. So I'm taking advantage of this opportunity and going to sleep now. So I will update y'all with my reading tomorrow. We'll see how much I read. So sorry about the lighting in my room. It's 5:10 right now. 5:10. this is normally when I would take a nap after work, but had a little burst of energy and I decided I really needed to wash my sheets because they were smelling like my dog. And it was time. Yeah, I put those in, so now I can't really nap because I don't have any sheets, so that'll get me to stay up unless I fall asleep in this chair, which is very possible. I figured I should go ahead and read a little bit. I've been watching Rachel Catherine's video, Sophie Jane. I've been watching them and it's inspiring me to read right now because not really having the motivation to read this book, not enjoying it the most. Is that what you say? Not enjoying it the most. I looked on Goodreads and the 2 people that I follow that have read this gave it a 4 stars each. I don't know. Should I DNF it? I think I'm gonna read a few more pages and see. I just like do not care. I'm reading the dialogue and it's literally like 90 pages through this book and I'm already like skimming. I'm feeling like I might DNF this book because I want to read something I'm excited to read. I think that just convinced me. I'm sad. And like the font is like so small, or not small, it's like big. I know I could get through it like quickly, I guess, but I don't know. At the same time, I never get through books quickly that I'm not interested in reading. You know, even if the words are big, it's like still hard to get through. I'm gonna read a few more chapters and just like see how I feel, because I do feel like I haven't had like that much time that I have dedicated to sitting down and reading, so maybe that's part of it, and maybe if I get into it a little more. But at 90 pages I feel like I should kind of know how I feel about the book. So let's read a few more chapters of The Godparent Trap. Let me just say that it's not that it's bad, it's just like I don't care at all. I have watched Life as We Know It so many times because that was my favorite movie. I've watched it over and over again and I don't care to read about that same storyline. I don't know. It's not really like gripping my attention at all. But yeah, I'm gonna try. I want to say I was very close to putting it down a second ago, but I'm seeing potential, because what I didn't like, that I didn't realize that I didn't like, was that there was no plot really. It was just them, a disaster, you know, of having these kids to deal with. I don't know, it didn't seem like there was really a set like plot, but something just happened that I think maybe can lead, like there's like an actual plot happening. I think there was a setup to something, so I'm gonna keep reading. I'm having hope. I'm feeling hopeful, and I'm hoping that I can finish this. It's not bad. It's not bad. Anyway, I just wanted to let y'all know that I think there is plot happening currently. I read like 30 pages earlier. I don't know how many pages I read. I was at 90 pages, and then when I got over here I was at 130. Now I'm at 140. I've been reading. I've gotten a good amount done. So yeah, I'm gonna sit here and read a little bit more before I fall asleep. I'm definitely not like to anything, honestly. I think I'm gonna continue it because I'm hoping, my goal is to finish it tomorrow if I really read. I'm not even halfway through yet, but I'm close. So I feel like I could finish if I try hard. Let's read and put my little mouth guard back in my mouth before I forget. I just finished The Godparent Trap by Rachel Van Dyken. I was on 46% last night, and I just read the rest today because I was determined to get through this book, because I was just not having a good time, sadly. I think I just really wasn't in the mood to read this book when I picked it up. Maybe that's it. Yeah, I didn't really enjoy it very much. I wasn't very invested with the characters. I felt like there was like really no storyline. Like the one storyline that I thought was gonna be the storyline lasted like one chapter, and then it was just, I just wasn't connected to the characters, and I just did not care. I'm debating if I should rate it 2 or 3 stars, because I really can't think of anything bad about it other than I didn't feel like there was much of a plot. It wasn't bad, the writing wasn't bad. There were some cute scenes that I think that I would have enjoyed more if I had cared, but I was just like, alright, whatever, like I don't even care. I'm gonna have to sit on this one, and I actually have no idea what I'm gonna read next, but I am really happy happy to have this off of my TBR because I've had this book on my TBR for probably a year now, honestly. I'm gonna sleep on this, see what I'll rate it. I'm thinking a 2 because if my scale rating is I didn't like it is a 1, it was okay is a 2, I liked it is a 3, I really liked it is a 4, and I loved it, it was amazing is a 5, then I'm like, it was okay. That's a 2. Anyway, maybe I'll just tell you tomorrow. I'm feeling like, should I be honest or should I be nice? I'm gonna put this on my shelf. We'll see what I read tomorrow for my final book. I tried to film earlier, but then I had to go somewhere and I've been gone the rest of the day, but now it's nighttime, which I was really proud of myself because I was like, well dang, I'm gonna film like a little clip in the daytime, which I clearly never do at this point. And that clip didn't even end up working out. So here we are again at nighttime in my room with another book. Decided to pick up Carrie Soto is Back because this is definitely 100% summer book because it's about tennis and I'm pretty sure that happens in the summer, right? Just seems like outdoor sport summery vibes. Figured I should go ahead and read this because I know like fall's gonna come around and I'm so excited about all the fall books that I'm gonna read, and I just know I'm gonna put this on the back burner. I really want to read it. Started this one, and let me just say I've read 3 Taylor Jenkins Reid books by this point. Malibu Rising was my first book I read by her, and then I read Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, and then I read Daisy Jones and the Six. And Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo and Daisy Jones and the Six, I gave both of those books a 5 stars. I love those books and I just love her writing, and I feel like Taylor Jenkins Reid is one of my favorite authors. Yeah, I just love Taylor Jenkins Reid's writing. Like Jessa Hastings is very like poetic with her writing, but Taylor Jenkins Reid, it's not really poetic, but it's like deep and like meaningful what she's saying, and it really makes you think. They're all just like very good like life quotes type of things, which like Jessa Hastings is kind of like more like love, like romantic poem type of writing. But yeah, I really like her writing. I literally read 26 pages of this book. Don't understand tennis at all. I've definitely tried to learn tennis before, like how it works. I like playing tennis. I'm not good at it, but I'll go out there and I'll, you know, hit it back and forth, but don't tell me anything about the rules, how to score, anything like that. I do not understand. Don't understand the love situation. She was definitely like trying to explain it in a way that like Carrie Soto was learning it, but we were also trying to learn it. I was like, I don't understand. So maybe throughout the book I'll start to understand a little bit more about tennis. Who knows? But I'm hoping that I can still enjoy this without understanding the rules of tennis, because I don't know if that's gonna click for me, to be honest. But yeah, it's really good. I don't know if I have the time to annotate really. By the time I mean like the patience. I can just use it as my bookmark because I'm thinking, I have a feeling I should go ahead and start underlining and tabbing this, because I just know there's already been so many good quotes that I'm like, well dang, I don't even have anything to underline this with. So I think I'm going to put a pen in the book in my little tabs, pick some cute little blue and yellow tabs for this book, and annotate it because I'm really liking it so far. I feel like anything Taylor Jenkins Reid writes, even if it's something I'm not really interested in, I'm still gonna really enjoy it. So that's where I'm with this. I'm really excited because my last read was not the best. I felt very discouraged with reading, to be honest. Like, I don't know if I want to spend that much time on another book right now. I'm feeling good about this one. So I'm going to read a little bit. It is 10:15. Probably should go to bed around 11. I'm gonna read a little while and then go to sleep. Hi guys. I have not been filming my reading experience with Carrie Soto. I don't even know when the last time, I think it was like early on in this book last time I updated y'all, but I'm loving it and I'm about to finish. It's really good. Taylor Jenkins Reid really just, she makes these characters seem like such real people, where I feel like I have an emotional connection with every one of her characters that I've read about. I don't know, and like her writing, it's so easy and you just like, it's so entertaining. I'm about to find out, this is probably gonna be a spoiler. Actually, I'm not gonna tell you what I'm about to find out, but I'm about to find something out and I'm on the edge of my seat. But I wanted to get in bed and film my reaction. I've been tearing up a lot. I think if I were by myself, I'd be full on crying. Maybe now that I'm being filmed, I won't full on cry. But I don't know, something about the stories. I just feel so connected to like all of her characters. Anyway, let's read. I literally forgot that the camera was on. I'm over here like completely spacing out. I wasn't even thinking about the book. I was thinking about how long of a day I've had. Anyway, I'm trying to like get back into it. I was just completely thrown off. I'm so sorry. I've been up for a long time. I loved this book so much. I really loved it. Oh, the ending, it was just so good. It was so good. I wish I had like actually, I literally put this as my bookmark so I could annotate, and then I didn't annotate it because I was lazy and just didn't feel like it. And a lot of it I was reading on my Kindle. So I have some like, highlights that I made on my Kindle that I will be transferring to the book. I loved it. I'm so glad I read this, because if it weren't for doing this video and reading, like trying to read some of my summer books before, because I know I wouldn't have gotten to this book until next year, next summer. So I'm so glad I read it. And like at the beginning I was like a little skeptical, like I don't know if I really want to read this right now, but I feel like I should because of the video. And then like right from the beginning, like right when I started, I was like, okay, let me read a few chapters of it and see. I was like immediately hooked. I don't know, something about her writing really just gets me, and the story really was so good. I love this book. 5 stars, and I'm so happy that I finally have another 5 stars, because it has been months. Last time I got a 5-star was in February, and it was Magnolia Parks. So I'm really happy with this. Like I enjoyed this whole book. There was not one part where I was like, okay, I'm bored. Like not at all. And I didn't want to like skip through anything or like hurry it up. Like I read this book on my own time and enjoyed all of it. I don't know how I'm gonna be able to fall asleep now. So happy. 5 stars. I feel like really crazy. Okay, I'm gonna go to sleep and probably end this video another time. So that is the end of today's video. I hope y'all enjoyed. Let me get the books that I read. Let me show y'all. I read 3 different books in this video, and I'm so proud of myself for actually sticking to this, because I feel like I've like tried to do this type of reading vlog before, but I can never like read a number of books in like an okay amount of time before I forget about this video idea and whatever. So I actually successfully did this for once, and I'm really feeling motivated to keep going with YouTube, keep making some videos. I had to take a break because my computer filled up and I did not know what was wrong. I did not know how to get back the storage because I kept deleting things and it wasn't working. Then I found a hidden iMovie media stuff on my computer since I got this computer, like all this media that I've downloaded since I got it. So I deleted all that, and so hopefully be able to post more frequently now. I went literally 3 weeks and I was like, this is not good, but I don't know what to do. Tangent is over. The first book that I read in this video was What Happens After Midnight by K.L. Walther. I ended up giving this a 4 out of 5 stars. Really enjoyed this book. Very cute little summary. I would say it could even be fall, but I thought it was a summer book when I was reading it. Yeah, nothing too special, but I really enjoyed like the plot, and I thought the romance was cute too. And then I read The Godparent Trap by Rachel Van Dyken and rated this one a 2 out of 5 stars. Did not really enjoy it. I think that maybe if I had read this at a different time, like when I was more susceptible to enjoying something like this, because I did go straight from a romance to another romance, so maybe that was why. I can't do a lot of romance at once, so maybe if it was a while where I went without reading romance and then I picked this up, I might have enjoyed it more. But you know, oh well. I can see how people would enjoy this book, but it just wasn't for me, so I rated that 2 stars. And then Carrie Soto is back, one of my new favorite all-time reads. This book was so good. I really got to think about how people can, you know, definitely have different opinions on books and like connect to some characters more than others. And Carrie Soto, like I was not expecting to relate to her at all. Like when I was hearing things about this book, how she was like very cutthroat, like kind of emotionless in a way, I was like, I don't know if I'd like that. Like that's completely not me, so I don't know if I would really feel anything towards her, you know? But I really feel like I saw her for who she really was, and I love when that happens in characters where I like can really feel a connection towards them and like relate to them in some way. So yeah, I loved this book. I highly recommend reading this, even if you're not somebody that enjoys tennis or anything. I feel like it was really like action packed. Like I liked the tennis matches, even though I had no idea what was going on. I could kind of, it really felt the tension, and I don't know, I thought it was really entertaining. I enjoyed all of this book. But yeah, so 5 stars. I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and let me know if y'all want me to do any more reading vlogs like this. Like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.